feels so real to me. I'm tripping on the chemistry. It's firing up inside of me.
Sucker love. Desde mi ventana se alza el lucero, aclara el reflejo de lo que siento.
If you're scared, see you're scared.
Love.
Hey, so
for you. I'm feeling so existential. That's what got me in. Just hit me up and talk to me, work up a vibe. Sometimes I get so lonely. So baby, won't you talk to me till I reflect? Baby, keep talking to me. Talk to me till I reflect. Talk to me. Talk to me till I reflect. That's good, but I'm myself. So baby, will you talk me through it? I'm coming fast, so got me in. Just hit me up and talk to me, work up a vibe. Sometimes I get so lonely. So baby, won't you talk to me till I reflect? Baby, keep talking to me. Oh yeah. Talk to me. Sometimes I get so lonely. So baby, won't you talk to me? Baby, keep talking to me. Yeah. Talk to me. Oh, baby, talk to me. Talk to me. Love affair. Baby, keep talking to me. Talk to me. Yeah, baby, talk to me. Talk to me.
Robyn, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us and of course for being in session today. It's been such a busy time for you recently. New album came out in the spring and you've been playing live a lot recently at the O2 and supporting Harry Styles. How has it been for you?
Well, you know, when I make an album, this is kind of what I aim for. Like, I think about what I'm gonna do on stage with the music, and that's how I get like amped up in the studio. And so this is kind of like, you know, where I want to be.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy we got here finally after months of promoting the album and making videos, and you know, it's all fun, but really being on stage and touring with my band is what I like to do the most.
This is what it's all about for you. And how's it been touring? How's it been touring with a toddler? I read that you were going to take your son out with you on tour.
Yeah, I grew up on tour myself with my parents, so I think I have, you know, it's useful to have that experience when you bring your own kid on tour. Mm-hmm. What's really great about having toured for like almost 30 years is that I can now play bigger venues, and that means I don't have to do as much touring. So I'm really, you know, it's been lovely actually, and my son loves hanging out with the band, and I get to be a mom and do my work at the same time. It's really amazing.
I love that. You mentioned touring with your parents. So which parent was it who was in? Was it a theatre group?
Yeah, both of my parents were in the same theatre group. They started it when they were teenagers with their friends in Stockholm, and it was very community-based experimental theatre. They had a community outside of Sweden as well. So we were touring in Europe when I was a kid.
Yeah.
On and off.
Well, it makes absolute sense then that being on stage and that aspect of the music for you is kind of where it comes most alive. It must take you back to how you grew up.
It does. And I think watching my parents on stage and watching them work together, you know, like whether you wanted to or not, it influenced me unknowingly, I think, ever since I was a little kid. And it's kind of something that I understand, I guess.
Yes, it's funny, isn't it? You think about these things. I think when you have a kid of your own, my boys are 18 and 15 now, but you know, as soon as you become a parent yourself, you kind of, it's like you go through your own childhood again, going, oh right, okay, so they did this for me, and you know, they remember this period for me. I mean, yeah. This is just a pivotal time for you all around. You know, this new album, feels like this is kind of a new era in life. What did you want to explore when you started making Sexistential?
I think the first thought I had was that I wanted to make I was really interested in rhythm and groove, and I was actually more focused on the music and the way it sounded and how it was going to be lived in, and like the way it was going to be produced than the subject matter or the lyrics. I had some songs from before that I wanted to record, and I really felt excited about making a pop album. I was also interested in making an album that didn't have too much bass. I know this sounds so nerdy, but to me...
It's all right. You can't nerd out too much for us. Let's go deep.
Okay, good. Because, I mean, I think a lot of the music that I grew up on is, of course, music that was made before the 90s. And I think what was so beautiful about music before we had all this amazing technology was that, you know, you couldn't push the bass frequencies too loud, and you kind of had to rely on the rhythm of both the singing and the actual percussion and the bass line. You had to rely on it being funky and not just heavy and large and
dynamic range, I think they call it.
Yeah, and I think that there's something that has gone missing a little bit with music being so like there's a lot of sub frequencies in music nowadays, and I was looking to do something that made me want to dance and made me feel the rhythm in a different way. So I was excited about that. And then I started, you know, writing new songs as well, and it just turned out that I had this thing that I had experienced just right before I started writing, which was I guess coming out of a relationship and being in a totally new situation in my life, and I decided to have a baby on my own. And this album isn't really about becoming a mother, I think, but it's like what led up to it, and the sense of freedom I felt, but also a very existential time, not knowing if I was going to become a parent or not.
Yeah.
And those things, just when I started writing, I just felt like it wasn't a political, you know, it's not like a statement. It just kind of happened to be the thing that I was thinking about and that was influencing me. And I think the contrast in between, you know, feeling really happy and about my life and being single and coming out of the pandemic, but also the kind of heavy questions that I was dealing with at the same time. The contrast in between those two things really informed not just the lyrics, but also the way I wanted the album to sound.
Yeah.
So it was a contradiction in how I was feeling, and I wasn't seeing any other like descriptions of this kind of thing that I had done. So I kind of felt like, you know, I had to kind of put my own words on it. And those two things together, this very unpretentious like idea of making like something that was pop but also danceable, together with this subject matter, also became a duality. And so I think duality and the contrasting emotions is maybe like what this album is about more than anything.
I was just going to use that word. I was thinking when you were talking, I said it's the duality, because that's reality, isn't it? That's where real life is. That, you know, you have, and you hear it in the record, this incredible kind of sense of freedom and joy, but it's also scary, you know, because you're free, because it's like you've got to make it up, and you're doing it on your own. I mean, you know, and it's interesting that for you as an artist and a person, you're kind of in this phase more independent than ever, you know, like releasing your own music, and you're bringing up your son and making your own decisions. But I wonder about that balance for you between, you know, the kind of relishing that and also kind of sometimes feeling, God, you know, this is a lot. Like what helps you on those days when it feels a bit intimidating, maybe?
Well, making music and playing it live it's really just fun for me. There's a sense of like I know who I am, and I know the kind of music that I like to make, and there's just joy in that for me. But then I think for all parents, you know, combining your work with being a parent, that's always it always kind of surprises you how intense it gets. but the kind of joy of making this album and being just in a very good place with my work and how I make it and how I release it is it's just, there's nothing, I can't complain. I'm in a really good place. I think for me, like this concept of duality is not new in a way, because even Dancing on My Own has that quality.
Absolutely, yeah.
A sad song that you can dance to. And I think for this, it felt exciting to be at a point where I kind of like felt that I could usually when I make music, I just make something and then, I figure out later what it is. But this time I really felt like I knew how to make what I set out to make. And that was a new and very satisfying feeling. And I could kind of embrace, I wanted to put my finger on very specific things lyrically, which is something I might have not been able to do before. I think I've been, sad in a very kind of abstract way. And this time I felt like I could be really more specific about my particular experience. And that felt really exciting. And I've heard people describe this album as like cringe core, which I think is a really good description. That there was this like, not, I never felt embarrassed about it, but it's like this very kind of like vulnerable place, going through an IVF process and being single and all these things. And it felt interesting to really embrace that. And in a sense, I think that's kind of like what I've always done, is to kind of like embrace the embarrassing. It is kind of embarrassing to be alive and to be a human.
Yeah. And well, exactly. And to lean into that and make it your superpower is an absolutely amazing thing. Listen, you're going to play in session for us today. There are 3 tracks coming up. Can you tell us anything about what we're going to hear, what the listeners are in store for?
Well, I'm playing with my band and we're playing what we are playing on stage when we're touring. So it's like a studio version of that. I'm excited about this band. I'm excited about the fact that we're playing live. It feels exciting to be playing live at this point in time. Playing pop music live feels somehow radical again. And this band is amazing. They played with me for a very long time, and we're playing all tracks from the new album. We're playing Dopamine, Suck of Love, and Talk to Me.
Fantastic. And we do invite our guests to choose a beauty spot for us. We've got the beauty spot on the show where, we just play a track that we think is particularly beautiful.
I would like to play a song by Prince. It's written by him, but it's performed by Martika. It's called Love Thy Will Be Done.
Prince, there's definitely a kind of Prince vibe on this new record for you. Were you drawing on him as inspiration when you were working?
I think there were many things that I was listening to while I was making this album. But I think with this song, what I'm always interested in is songwriting. I'm obsessed with it. And this is a kind of song that has that indescribable quality of like the pocket and the way that the words are put together in the melody. Just, I don't know. It's like he tunes into a very melancholic and transcendent feeling at the same time. It's almost like it's a hymn or like something you would hear in a church. Mm-hmm. But for this time or for our world.
Robyn, thank you so much. Wonderful to have you on the show. We really appreciate you, and we'll hear you in session very shortly.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.